Hi Darren, hi Christian. I'm just going to do a quick breakdown for you on your Google account. So some really interesting stuff going on actually with your account. So I'm really excited. So here's the result for the last 30 days. 293 clicks into the advert, 4,000 impressions. So again, just to remind you, that's how many times the advert gets presented. And then 42 leads submitted. So I hope you're getting a few of those through. And £12.60 per conversion, which is lower than I've seen in the past. In fact, let's do a comparison. So if I go to the top of the screen here, you've got, I'll click it, there you go. So something here, 30 days up to today, 30 days up to yesterday. So we can do a comparison of the last 30 days versus the previous 30 days. So if I click, hang on, it's the 10th of January now. Hang on a second. Let me just click. So that's to the 3rd of January, last 30 days. This might change things a bit. So let's go to the, 44. So we've gone up slightly. That's come down slightly. Okay, so now let's do a comparison. So if we click 30 days, so it's going to do previous 30 days versus this 30 days, apply. So the good news is we've had an increase on people clicking into your adverts by 112. That's 33% increase there. We've had 488, so again a 10% increase there. 488 times more your advert's been presented, which has resulted in 16 more instant valuations. So that's massive. That's almost doubled what you guys were getting previous. And of course, we're dropping down in the price per lead now. So we're down to £1.26. And then you can see down here as well, we've got an increase in clicks, increase in click-through rates. Basically, everything's on the up, which is fantastic news. So now that we've got these figures rolling in, and they will continue to increase and to get better, there's something really interesting I can show you. And I need some feedback from you guys as to what you want to do regarding this. So if I now go into, this is the fancy stuff I talked about doing once we've got the data in. So if I click into locations on your file, on your advert, you can see it breaks down the areas for us, the separate areas, and what kind of result we're getting within each area. So we can see that the bulk of your valuations, massive increase of 92% there, has come from TW2. So that's where your advert's presenting most, it's where we're getting the most results. Now, if you said to me, well, we've only got 6 from TW12, or we've got none from TW1 and TW11, what we can do is we can increase the bid in a certain area. Now, that won't make a difference to your budget, so you'll still stick to your daily budget, which I think for you guys is £20 a day. But what it will do, ultimately, it's like telling Google, it's like saying to Google, listen, if there's any valuations in TW11, I want them. I want you to put more effort into getting valuations in TW11. And the way we do that is to do a bid adjustment within the area. So on T11, if you said to me, actually, Clint, yeah, we're getting nothing from TW11, we want stuff from there, we'd then increase the bid, in other words, increasing the effort levels by 25% in that area. I won't do it now because I want some feedback from you guys. You increase it by 25% there. In the same way, you can say to me, well, Clint, 25 leads out of TW2, we don't even like TW2. You can then go into TW2 and decrease the effort or the presentation of the adverts in that area by 25% or by 50% or whatever. Not going to make a difference to how much money you spend on Google, but what Google will do is if you tell it you want 25% less bids in that area, it will then use those bids in other areas. It's quite clever about redistributing. And with it being quite clever, it's even more clever if we give it some direction, i.e. mess about with these bids here. I've done it with mine and it's working very well. So just let me know on there where you want to focus more of your leads. But at the moment, just to summarise, as you've clearly seen from the figures, everything's sort of pretty much flying in the right direction at the moment. You can see that here. You can see that everything's increasing there. So that's good. Really happy with all of that. Don't think there's anything else that I need to discuss with you guys. I'll continue to do the optimizations. I'll continue to do all the optimizations, and just come back to me on the locations. And I hope you guys are well. Speak to you soon. Cheers.